What's going on, my people? You already know you tuned into Golden Culture. Today, we're going to talk about Juice Wrld and his situation on his passing and how sad it is, man. That really touched home with me because I've been through a lot of them things. I've been there in them feeling sad, lonely. It's a dark place. A lot of times, people go on in the world and we just think about, oh, this person is getting high, that person is getting high, but we never stop to think like what's really going on with that person. And if you care about someone, you ask them, right? And I don't know what was his life too much like. I know that he was young, 21 years old. We losing people at 21 years old. To a lot of people in the hip hop community, like dudes and girls that grew up before us, they looked up to these kids like really, really major. The same way that we looked up to Tupac, or that we still do, to Biggie Smalls. These are the people that they grew up listening to, like Hard Body. Although I listened to some of the Juice Wrld music, like I'm in tune with what's going on today, because in our heads we still think we don't want to grow up, but which is cool. Hip hop doesn't have an age. That's the beauty of it. It's a way of life to me. But it's just sad because you can see the pain in people's eyes, and we go on in our life just, what's up, how you doing? You know what I mean? Sometimes I say to people, do you really know how I'm doing? Do you really want to know how I'm doing? Because you need to sit down, because I don't think you got time for me to explain how I'm feeling right about now. So when we ask somebody, how you doing? Or when someone asks us how we doing, we just answer like real quick, like I'm all right. Are you? Really? I'm pretty sure that Juice Wrld said that millions of times to people. But inside, there was pain, there was loneliness, there was emptiness. Because you can have all the money you want to have in the world, but you can't buy happiness. It's two different kinds of being rich. Right now, although I don't have much, I could say I feel rich. Because I'm rich in maybe happiness, being content with myself, being good with who I am as a person. I don't know if you understand where I'm going with it, but give me 1 second. Juice Wrld was definitely going through something. We do these type of things to hide our feelings, so we could feel better about what's going on in our surroundings, so we can feel better about ourselves. And it's unfortunate that at such an early age, we had to lose someone with so much talent. It's really sad. But this, for the people that's knocking his situation, you get no props for that. For the people that are like, oh, he was a fiend, or that person's a fiend, or that person's a crackhead, or that person is a dope fiend, or that person was a dope fiend, or that person was a crack. Was is like a big word. It's past tense. You should be proud when somebody moves up and is doing the right thing. You should be happy for the next brother. Because we can't go on in life saying, yo, I believe in God or in a higher power, in Allah, whatever your higher power is, but yet disrespect your brother in a way that you make fun of his doing good, of his accomplishments, to have the willpower to carry on and leave something alone. Not a lot of people have that within them. Not a lot of people could do that. Rest in peace, Juice Wrld. Rest in peace to all the people in the world that passed away from this thing that's doing away with humanity, not only our youth. Because a lot of times we blame all the Juice Wrlds of the world. We blame the youth. We blame Juice Wrld's friends. We want to blame everybody but self. If you was that individual that knew him and even knew that he was doing this and didn't pull him up on it because you was afraid of his response, then you got to question yourself at some time, like, could I have been a better friend? Because this might help you for the next time. Because they probably 9 times out of 10, there will be a next time. 9 times out of 10 is happening right now with one of your friends if you're involved in that world. If you're active in that world. So you got to ask yourself, like, how much did you really care about him? Everybody wants to cry now. Everybody, and it's cool. Hey, I'm just saying, everybody wants to talk about how great of a guy he was. And I know that. He definitely, listen, I'm not a hater. I don't hate on nobody. I'm pretty sure he was a real good dude. I don't want no one to misinterpret what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that now, out of nowhere, a lot of people is coming out with, oh, he was a good friend of mine. We used to text each other all the time, this and that. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. And in reality, you never really even reached out to him to see how he was really doing. But you will reach out for, let's say if somebody probably wanted a song or connect for a beat, whatever. We reach out then. But when we see someone going through something, we don't reach out. It's like, yo, he's getting high. Some people, let me tell you something. If he was just a regular dude just getting high, no one would pay him no mind. There's a lot of Juice Wrlds in this world today. There's a lot of your neighbors that are Juice Wrld, and meaning that are going through the same things and the same pain that he was going through. And we need to care about everyone as a whole, because it is important. Because once something gets flooded through a community, and this being like the hip-hop community, I mean, it gets flooded. Juice Wrld's not the only one that had an addiction problem. There's a lot of rappers today, a lot of people just in that industry that is doing that and 10 times worse of things that are not going to be here maybe by the time this year ends. We're going to lose a lot more people. And that's just the reality of it when you're dealing with something that was put here to destroy. How much do you care about your brother? How much do you care about your friend? How much do you care about the dude that you're doing music with, that you're in the industry with? You need to pull him up. You need to let him know, bro, you're a good dude, but I'm not dealing with you if you're dealing with that. I mean, that's if you don't want to deal with the pain of his passing. If you could deal with that, and that's the type of individual that you are, that you could see someone doing something and not say, and I know that at times people don't, listen, I was there. People don't want to hear nothing. It's like, bro, leave me alone. Let me be. Let me do my thing, right? You feel like you're doing your thing. I'm doing me. Really? Are you doing you? You're doing you, all right? In the process, when people pass away, as the situation with Juice Wrld, I can't say, he didn't think about no one. He was being selfish. A lot of people, there's a lot of rumors around that he ended himself, that the police was coming on the plane. People ratted. Listen, there was mad pounds in the plane. I asked myself, and were you there? Were you there on that plane that day? Whatever he was flying on, were you in there, my man? Nothing is based on fact. The ones that know what happened is the ones that were there and Juice Wrld. Now I see everyone saying, oh, somebody told. Is there always somebody ratted? You ever thought about this? Sometimes nobody needs to rat. Nobody needs to tell. We're telling on ourselves on these cameras, social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. No one needs to tell. The police don't go outside no more. There's no need. That's why you don't see so many of them in the streets, not even in New York. This is the less I've ever seen cops in the street since I've been in New York. They don't need to come outside. They're on a phone, on a laptop, computer, what have you, just like you, following your every step. So tell on Juice Wrld where. So we start spreading this big rumor until the lie becomes the truth. Because the lie always sounds more entertaining than the truth. The lie always sells. You can talk about 20 positive things today, make a video about 20 positive things about you trying to bring change to the world, to the youth, to what have you, and none of those videos will get views. The minute you put something about one of our own people in the hip-hop industry or whatever getting shot or someone getting arrested, something super negative, that video skyrockets. Rest in peace to Juice Wrld, man. Because I think it's important that some sort of message gets spread out and that people learn behind this or try, right? We can't save everyone because we know there's people that don't care. I see people that are like, rest in peace, Juice Wrld. I'm about to go pop 5 Xans. Bro, are you serious? You're bugging out. You need a lot of help. And then when we post these things and they kick a door down, now you mad. How could you be mad? When you post something, when you go on your phone, you're directly letting the FEDS know exactly where you at. They could pick that up any second, bro. Like, you're really bugging out. You're really going hard. With that being said, man, he's not the only rapper that's passed away at that early age. These dudes are being born in the 90s and dying in the 2000s. Statistically known, it said that a lot of us were not supposed to make it to where we was 25. And that's becoming a lot of people's realities. What my teachers used to tell me in school, what I've heard all my life, I'm seeing today. I supposed to be dead a long time ago. I've said it plenty of times. I was in comas, shot, stabbed. I was OD'd a few times. In comas behind that too. Like, I know that medical room very well. And it's sad. But I worked on myself. And I did something with myself. And by the grace of a higher power, I'm still around here today to talk about it. And it's a good feeling. But what's not a good feeling is when I see our people going through what we see them going through right now. I don't know if you care or not, because some people care for the moment. This too will be a thing that will pass and people will stop talking about it. I mean, a young brother died here. And I understand that, it probably did happen that way. It makes sense. They was getting stopped. He swallowed them. I've done that, been there. Because we panic. Like, oh man, I can't go down for this. The whole world's going to know about this. Especially when you're famous. As famous as he was probably like, oh no. They're not going to bag me like this. Because we don't think at that moment. We just think about, we got to get away. We got to get out of this one right here. I wish that Some of us will learn from other people's mistakes, from the things that people been through. Hey, listen, by the way, my name is Warpath. This is Golden Culture. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, comment, like, dislike. I'm not a preacher, but what I can tell you is that I don't know what's happening. Still, I lived in the street, been in the streets, nothing to brag about. Been through a lot of things in my life, nothing to glorify. Jail, prisons, institutions. Never caring about no one. No one's feelings, how I had to hurt someone to get what I wanted. How I sold narcotics to someone. I didn't care what happened to their family, nothing. But something is happening. I'm starting to care about the next human being. I'm starting to love all people. And maybe that's what we all need to start doing. And our community, the hip hop community, the culture, the world will be a better place. I just wanted to say real brief that I hope and pray sincerely, and I'm doing this video sincerely from my heart. Not for clout, not for nothing. That's why I waited a few days up till everyone made their videos about it, and I come towards the end. Because it's never about views to me. Anyone that knows me from my other channel, On the Lockout, with THE, On the Lockout, will tell you it's never about views to Warpath. It's about real people. You gotta be grateful, man, that you still here. You gotta be grateful. I'm grateful I'm still here. I'm supposed to be dead a long time ago. You can be the next Juice Wrld. That's just a fact. With one pill. You don't need 10, 11, 12. With one. One is too many. 1,000 is never enough. We can't say we're gonna go, I just want to get right this weekend. And I started off with Bud. I started off thinking I was a super hustler, a pimp. I've been through all that. Ups and downs, ups and downs. I grew up in an era where the owners of spots were the ones that were indulging on the low because we was able to hide it. Then I had to hustle for somebody else because you fall off. Then more than 5 times, I got very close to being Juice Wrld, to not being here. He has a mother, he has a family that loved him. People stay behind and suffer. You need to think about that. You're gone. If you ever thought about ending your life, I've been there. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Things are going to get better for you. Believe me. Just try to make it to the next day. But never, 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 substance of that source is the answer. Because the people that you think, because we always feel that no one cares about us, they do. And they're the ones that stay behind suffering. They sure have a strange way of showing it. We all know that. But everything can't go our way in life. But one thing is for sure and 2 things is for certain is that you're special and you deserve better than that. If you're watching this video, thank you for tuning in. Just know that even though I don't know you personally, I got love for you as a human being. Don't matter what color you are, where you come from. At times we all disagree about everything, especially online. But at the end of the day, I believe in a higher power. Therefore, I gotta believe the saying that you are my brother, you are my sister, and we're supposed to love each other just as that. Never forget that. Love all people. Rest in peace, Juice Wrld. Facts. This is golden culture.